Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on HBO Max original The Baby Season 1 Episode 4 entitled The Mother. And the official synopsis of The Mother is, with the baby now in Bobby's hands, Natasha must reunite with her mother, Barbara, who she hasn't seen in 15 years. Bobby discovers an unmatched ability to put the child to sleep. Natasha confronts her family's fractured history. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your night. I found episode 4 to be a pretty good episode as a whole new character was introduced into the picture. Natasha still trying to figure out what's up with this baby, Mrs. Eves with her sinister plans, and just the baby just having more secrets than ever before. So here we go. As the main plot for this episode focused on Natasha, Bobby, and their mother Barbara and her home, and just the secrets that it could possibly have, the bad blood between Natasha and her mother and Mrs. Eves and everything else. I felt like the plot was pretty interesting as there was a few interesting moments that was somewhat revealed in this episode. As to me, by the end of the episode, it just seemed as if like Mrs. Eves and this baby go back a long time, as this flashback scene between her when she has those goggles on, just witnessing people's deaths, I guess because of the baby, and you just see her in a younger version. And that just shows me that just makes me think, in my opinion, that Mrs. Eves may have a few powers of her own, like being able to go back in time to look at past memories. As this baby, he is a evil individual. Like, some of these deaths that he has caused from these flashbacks looked truly awful in many ways. Mrs. Eves, though, she was really crazy in this episode because she was still dead set on just taking out this baby, because she knows that this baby will bring nothing but just trauma and just possibly death to Natasha. And I'm just curious to see, how long has this baby been in Mrs. Eve's life? Like, how long has those two been in correlation together? Natasha, Bobby, Barbara, it's a big happy family reunion of some sorts, but unfortunately, it is not really that good of a reunion, as Natasha and Barbara, they have a lot of just bad blood for over like 15 years for a few different reasons. And Natasha was not even trying to go into the place where her mom was at, but because of just Bobby just going with the baby just to have a good time and everything else, Natasha and Mrs. Eves was basically forced to make a unextended appearance. And to make things 10 times worse, Bobby almost becomes the next t-shirt because of the baby. And whenever they try to leave, the car breaks down, seeming as if the baby purposely messed with the car so that they can't leave and they can just find out a lot more. And Barbara, she is a interesting character of some sorts, as she lives in this huge home with a lot of different people, taking care of different kids and different people. As they, to me, she just seems like she's all about life, positivity, astrology, and just celebrating just different things. As an upcoming solstice is happening during Natasha's visit, and it just makes the whole visit just a lot more bigger in many ways. And I'm still curious to see if those two are going to work out their relationship. 15 years of not talking to each other, something bad must have really happened between those two, really bad. This episode focuses on a few other themes as well, such as just the struggles of motherhood. Natasha was struggling with this baby a lot in this episode. Parental effects, like bad relationships with your parents, like Natasha, Barbara, awful relationship, but for some reason, Bobby and Barbara have a pretty good relationship. Bad relationships, struggling motherhood, murder, Mrs. Eves. I'm really curious with how this all comes back to Mrs. Eves with the flashbacks, because pretty interesting, as Natasha was able to see what Mrs. Eve's and the baby's vision was, with that ending of just that first victim of the show getting killed off. And so I'm just curious with what's going to happen next. I felt like the plot for this episode, it was pretty good. It had a few interesting moments here and there. The cinematography, the music, the acting, for the most part, they were pretty good. I did not have no kind of issues with that at all. And so far, my predictions that I have is that I think that it's going to show what really happened to Helen. Like, Mrs. Eves has been looking for someone by the name of Helen for a long time. And I think that the next episode is going to reveal what really happened to Helen. The baby's true powers, like, what is it? Like, how and Mrs. Eves were able to see what they did, and how was Natasha able to see that as well? Like, hey, this episode just brings in just a lot more just questions that I think will definitely be asked within the next few episodes. But I would say, as always, just thank you for watching. And until next time, goodbye.